So I signed up with an agent and decided they weren't for me, but now the brokerage says that I can't get out of the contract. What the heck just happened? Guys, it all has to do with this, the exclusive right to sell agreement. And that's what we're gonna start a series on right now. Section 1, you can see the little names up here. It's got names up at the top here. It's got your name and the firm's name. Not my name, the firm's name. Why does it have that? The reason is because your contractual obligations are between you and the firm, not the agent. The agent is simply a representative of the firm. What that means is that if for whatever reason you don't like your agent, the firm can say, no, you cannot cancel this contract. We're gonna keep going, and all we're gonna do is add another agent in and kick the other one out. If the property was recently owned by someone who passed away, you need to get that probate attorney involved in the selling of this property. Why? When someone passes away, and I just had this happen, we actually bought a property in Windy Ridge off of Barn Street here in Greenville. It's kind of like right off of 14. And my buddy was actually was the executor of the estate. Well, what happened was the person who owned it, it was in his wife's name. She gifted it to him upon her death, but the deed was never corrected in the system. So then all of a sudden he passed away, and now the deed is still in her name. This stuff happens all the time, things falling through the cracks. So if you're trying to sell a house where the owner has passed away, go ahead and get the probate attorney involved, get the closing attorney, the broker, and them all talking. Next thing is, if you are selling a property and you are an entity, right? Let's say you got an LLC, corporation, S corp, doesn't matter, any of them. The person who needs to sign this document right here is going to be a representative or an owner in that corporation. Not just any Tom, Dick, or Harry is going to be able to sign, okay? You need to be an owner in the corporation and be signing on the company's behalf. Another thing you need to focus on is if you are married, there's certain things you need to worry about. So let's say that you owned a property, you got married, and now you're wanting to sell the property. Well, your spouse has to sign. Well, it's my property. I own it in severalty. I'm sure that's great. Not under North Carolina law, you don't. In fact, when you get married, your spouse has a marital interest and has to actually sign that document when you are selling the property. Now, there are certain things that you guys might have. You might have a prenup agreement. You might have a post-nup agreement. You might even have a free trader agreement. All of these things can circumvent that and keep you being the sole owner, but in reality, spouse is always going to have a marital interest if none of those contracts are in place. And ultimately what the section is saying, and it says it right here, firm is hereby granted the exclusive right to sell the property. Exclusive. That means even if you sell it, even if you go sign up with another agent, which it says right here, you can't, and they sell it, you still owe a commission to the firm. Extremely important for you to understand. Even says here, seller will not be, if the property is currently listed, a party to a listing agreement with any other real estate firm regarding the property. So once this contract starts, you can't just say, okay, I'm done with the real estate firm and go do another. You just can't do it. You have to get this canceled out first before you sign up with the other agency. Otherwise, you're going to be paying 2 commissions. And that would hurt. All right, so if you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit the subscribe button because we are pumping out solid content. Also, be sure to hit the like button if you like it. And hey, go ahead and share it on social media or, send a link to your friend. Just click that share button. What we're trying to do is help to make the selling and buying process easier for you. Also, post a comment below if you have any questions. I am always hawking and taking a look at those to make sure I can answer any questions for you. Anyway, I'll have a fantastic day and I'll talk to you soon.